Over the last few weeks, a lot of discussion around Rangers Football Club has been with regards to who the club could be signing this summer. There have been a handful of names touted to join the football club, but in today's video we're going to discuss exits as a shock duo have emerged to leave after a Michael Beale green light. Not only that, we will also go over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Alfredo Morales has broken his silence after the Rangers striker sat out of his side's win over Celtic. The Colombian was named on the bench for this season's 6th and final Old Firm derby, and that's exactly where the 26-year-old remained for the entirety of the game. Goals from Todd Cantwell, John Suter and Fashion Sakala secured the 3 points for Michael Beale's side, and Beale confirmed over a week ago that Morales will depart Rangers in this summer upon the expiry of his contract. After Rangers' 1-0 win over Aberdeen, Beale appeared to aim a parting shot at Morales for his poor energy levels. The Jazz boss has since cleared up that there is no issue between himself and the player. It remains to be seen whether El Buffalo has played his last game for Rangers after being left as an unused substitute at the weekend, but the Colombian has taken to social media for the first time since the derby win, giving his thoughts after being left on the bench. Accompanying a photo of him celebrating in a Rangers shirt, pointing at the sky, Morales said, "Only faith in you, my God." It is believed that there is interest from Turkish clubs, as well as La Liga and Serie A. Just a quick one guys, we have got Rangers t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or go to rocclothing.com. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. Rangers are reportedly set to release 7 B-team players this summer according to a report. Reports claim that the Jazz will move the likes of Tony Weston and Charlie Lindsay on at the end of the season, with Tony Weston coming as a shock after lighting up the Lowland League last season, scoring nearly 40 goals. Also set to depart on the expiry of their contracts are Lewis McKinnon, Alex Kapake, Kelsey Owen, Harley Owen and Kevin Kuberatru. Sunderland and Derby County are both keen on Rangers youngsters, Lindsay states the same report. The Northern Ireland under-19 international has been a regular for Rangers B team in the Lowland League, but is now keen to move on and get first team exposure. Rangers signed Lindsay from Glentoran back in 2020. Tony Weston has arrived at Rangers in the same year from Blackpool, but he struggled to force his way into the first team plans at the club. The 19-year-old has had loans at Partick Thistle and Cove Rangers, where he spent the second half of the season. This comes as Michael Beale gets ready to revamp the first team squad this summer. Josh McPake, who spent last season out on loan at Queen's Park, is also likely to depart. McPake is set to return back to Queen's Park after their failed promotion challenge. It is not yet known whether he'll be released or not, or with his contract set to run until the summer of 2024. Ali McCoys has revealed he is always received when he faces stick from both Rangers and Celtic fans after a derby clash. The Rangers legend has admitted he often faces criticism from both sets of supporters after games. McCoys has explained that it is a good thing because it means he hasn't been biased in his calls. Speaking on TalkSport, McCoys discussed perceived bias from commentators after Martin Keown called out Martin Tyler for his remarks when covering Arsenal. The Rangers legend wasn't having Keown's claim that Tyler didn't like Arsenal and went on to open up about his own experience of facing backlash for his co-commentary. Asked if he would ever consider being more favourable to teams playing Rangers to avoid any biased suggestions, McCoy stated no. Honestly, I find if you're doing an Old Firm game and you get stick off both sets of fans, you're doing alright. That's the reality of it. You get stick off both sets of fans. There is a train of thought that you are not allowed to give your own team any stick, which obviously defeats the object of being a co-commentator because you have got to call what you see. If you come out of an Old Firm game and you're getting stick from both sets of supporters, you've done alright. Malik Tillman has rated his chances of staying at Rangers as 50-50. The US international will spend the campaign on loan at Rangers from Bayern Munich. The club does hold an option to buy the 20-year-old as a part of the loan deal. It remains to be seen whether Michael Beale and the club will trigger it, which will then cost Rangers £5 million to buy the American on a permanent deal. But ahead of face-to-face talks with Michael Beale, Tillman insists his future hangs in the balance at the moment. He told Sky Sports, "I'm just extremely proud and happy. In Germany, this is unusual, so I'm glad that I got voted for, and yeah, as I said, I'm extremely happy. It's a huge honour, the other nominees deserved it as well, I just have to keep going and doing the best I can. I'd hoped for a better ending, but it's quite common in football to get injuries, so I'm just unlucky to be one of them. I had a great time here, and it might not end, so we'll see what's going to happen in the summer, I don't know. It's 50-50, it's up to Rangers, up to Bayern, and it's up to me, so it's completely open. I'm going to speak to Beale in the next couple of days and see what he's saying, see what Bayern are saying, and then I'll decide." Tillman was recently ruled out for the season with a hamstring injury. Upon sustaining that blow, Beale addressed the potential permanent deal for the player. He said it's a hugely sad ending to the season for him because he's obviously a fine young player and he has performed so well for the club this season. "Me and Malik are in a good place on a personal level. He has been brilliant for the club and brilliant for me. I think he has a really high ceiling, as high as any player that I've worked with during my time at Rangers." Giovanni van Bronckhorst presented the Dutch league title to his former club Feyenoord at the weekend. The former Gers manager got his hands on silverware in his first official job since leaving Rangers last year. The 48-year-old was sacked by Rangers in November during the enforced World Cup break. Since leaving Ibrox, Van Bronckhorst has been linked with return to management with FC Twente, but a move has yet to materialise. On Sunday though, Van Bronckhorst was back at his former club Feyenoord to join in their title-winning celebrations. They secured the Eredivisie crown with a comfortable 3-0 win over go-ahead Eagles. It was the first Dutch title success since Van Bronckhorst was in charge 6 years ago. So as a kind gesture, Van Bronckhorst was invited along to present the trophy to the current Feyenoord team in front of a packed 47,000 crowd. Van Bronckhorst joined fellow Feyenoord legend Robin van Persie to hand over the silverware to get the party started. Rangers fans, what do you make of the clear-out so far, and do you think the club should sign Malik Tillman this summer? Yes or no? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we do have Rangers merchandise available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to rfcclothing.com. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Push.